I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. DuBois County now has 854 positive cases of COVID-19. The DuBois County Health Department reported 8 new cases of COVID-19 for Wednesday, September 2nd. Out of the 854 positive cases, 715 have recovered. This means that they are out of isolation and are feeling well. Still, only 17 deaths have been reported in the county. Around 6,845 people have been tested for the virus. Keep it right here on WJTS for your COVID-19 updates. The Indiana State Department of Health reported 3,106 deaths, 95,750 positive cases, and 1,457,009 residents in Indiana have been tested for the virus. The numbers for our viewing area are as follows. Starting off with DuBois, we have 854 cases and 17 deaths. Pike reported 106 cases and 1 death. Spencer has 161 cases and 3 deaths. Perry with 196 cases, 14 deaths. Martin reported 117 cases. Davies with 510 cases and 24 deaths. Orange, 242 cases, 24 deaths. Knox, 352 cases, 3 deaths. Crawford, 67 cases. Posey with 220. Lawrence with 464 cases and 27 deaths. Gibson is reporting 325 cases and 4 deaths. And Vanderburgh reported 2,621 cases and 19 deaths. Now, to see a map of coronavirus cases by county, you can head to in.gov/ISDH. Thousands of Americans are hitting the road this weekend to celebrate Labor Day. For many families, the weekend is full of food, friends, and making memories. But when impaired drivers get behind the wheel, what seems like a simple car trip is illegal and can cause you to pay a hefty fine. Indiana State Police Jasper Post PIO Sergeant David Henderson explains what state laws say about impaired driving.
The legal limit to drive in Indiana is .08. The legal limit for anybody under 21 is 0.0, but if a teenager or somebody under 21 gets caught with a blood alcohol .02 or greater, they can lose their license and be subject to a fine if their blood alcohol is higher than that.
Henderson says driving impaired is not only dangerous, but it can also be deadly. Just under 4,000 alcohol-impaired collisions occurred in Indiana in 2018, resulting in 83 fatalities. 48 of these collisions and 1 fatality occurred during the Labor Day holiday weekend. Henderson says you can prevent these accidents by designating a sober driver.
If you do go to a party and you decide to consume alcohol, please have a plan. Designate a driver, give your keys to someone else, and have a sober driver there and ready to willing to help you.
If you notice a driver who may be drunk or impaired, Henderson explains what to do.
If you're out and about and you do see somebody driving aggressively, possibly driving intoxicated, or have some other kind of problem, we encourage you to call 911. That's the fastest and safest way to get a hold of the police, and someone will be dispatched to come and try to locate you and try to make a traffic stop on the car.
To learn more about impaired driving, head to nhtsa.gov/drivesober. A local McDonald's presented a check for more than $26,000 to charity Wednesday morning. McDonald's owners and operators stood outside the Southside Jasper McDonald's to give a check of $26,812.50 to the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Ohio Valley. The money was raised through the Sleeves for Support campaign. Throughout July and August, McDonald's partnered with Coca-Cola and sold special Ronald McDonald House drink sleeves, with money going towards the cause. Development Director for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Ohio Valley, Laura Petit, explained this money will go towards Ronald McDonald houses that were included in an expansion 1 year ago.
We have 10 rooms out of our Washington location. We have another 16 out of our Gateway location. And so we have 26 rooms that are available to families. So just keeping the maintenance up can be a challenge for us in the cleaning, in the daily upkeep of the linens, keeping the resources available to the families. So the money will go directly to that, to keeping the families comfortable and happy.
In addition to sleeves for support, local McDonald's restaurants gave back through the Roundup for Ronald McDonald House Charities program, the National Penny per Happy Meal, local Nickel per Happy Meal initiative, and through collection boxes that allow customers to donate extra cash or change. Account Director with Coca-Cola, Michael Hilsman, says partnerships and charity work like this is nothing new for the two companies.
So between Ronald McDonald House Charities, McDonald's restaurants, and Coca-Cola, we've all had a great partnership over the years. And this was an opportunity for us to raise some money for the houses, and actually a program that we started prior to any of the COVID situation. We actually did this in a couple co-ops last year, saw the success with it, and wanted to expand this out across the country as much as we could. And that's when this area of the country got on it.
In 2019 alone, over $214,000 was raised for Ronald McDonald House Charities inside local McDonald's restaurants through these programs. 42-year-old Anthony Nash of Otwell was arguing with another male subject when it turned physical. Nash was arrested for battery resulting in serious bodily injury and is being held in the DuBois County Security Center. The charge was elevated to a level 5 felony due to the injuries the other male received. He was transported to an area hospital for treatment. The extent of his injuries is not known at this time. A traffic stop put a Jasper woman in handcuffs earlier this week. 44-year-old Krista Schmidt was initially pulled over for an expired registration at the corner of West 6th and St. Charles Street on Monday afternoon. However, after administering sobriety and portable breath tests, police determined that she was impaired. She was then transported to the Jasper Police Department for a certified breath test. This revealed that she had a BAC of 0.11%. Schmidt was booked into the DuBois County Security Center and charged with a misdemeanor count of OWI endangerment, an OWI, and a felony count of OWI with a prior conviction. This charge was elevated to a felony because of a prior conviction for OWI in 2019. The Jasper Arts Center is going forward with an honored tradition. Jasper Arts Center has announced that their 27th annual Juried Art exhibition will take place this year. The exhibit will be in the Crimp Art Gallery in Jasper. The show runs from September 2nd to September 27th. The exhibit includes a wide variety of media and techniques: watercolor, oil, acrylic, prints, photography, collage, sculpture, and graphite. The exhibit consists of 2- and 3-dimensional work. Only artists from Indiana, its contiguous states, or former residents could apply. Some artists are from the DuBois, Spencer, and Monroe County areas. Due to COVID-19, there will not be an opening reception. However, Jasper Community Arts will post a pre-recorded discussion and awards with the juror via Jasper Community Arts Facebook page on Thursday, September 3rd at 5 p.m. $2,000 in prize monies will be awarded in the categories of Best of Show, Award of Excellence, High Honor Award, and 5 honorable mentions. This year's juror for the exhibit will be Andy Jindreski, the co-founder of Art Space Vincennes. He is a sculptor and ranges in many different medias. The Crimp Gallery is open to the public Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sundays from noon to 3. It is also open by appointment by calling 812-482-3070. Another show has been added to the Lincoln Amphitheater 2020 schedule. An acoustic James Taylor tribute called Walking Man, an intimate James Taylor experience, is set to take the stage at the Spencer County venue on Saturday, September 26th at 7 p.m. Central Time. The two-set performance will celebrate the music of 5-time Grammy Award winner and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member James Taylor. Tickets are limited to less than 1/5 of the venue's seating capacity to ensure extreme social distance is maintained. $14.95 tickets can be purchased for the tribute at LincolnAmphitheater.com. All Lincoln Amphitheater 2020 events have abided by and will abide by all current rules and recommendations from the CDC, as well as current guidelines of Governor Holcomb's Back on Track plan for reopening the state. For additional information about the governor's plan, visit backontrack.in.gov. On-site hand sanitizer will be provided courtesy of a partnership with Battle Monkey, a product of Monkey Hollow Winery and Distillery. Indianapolis Power and Light Company has agreed to pay more than $1.5 million in penalties to resolve pollution issues at its Petersburg generating station in southwestern Indiana. The Indianapolis Business Journal reports IPL will pay a civil penalty of $1.525 million, with $925,000 going to the federal government and $600,000 to the state of Indiana. The settlement is subject to approval by U.S. District Court in Indianapolis. The 1,700 megawatt station, located about 120 miles southwest of Indianapolis, is IPL's largest power plant. IPL said in December it would retire 2 of the 4 coal-burning units at the plant by 2023. We'll take a look at your weather forecast when we come back on 18 WJTS.